Well, before the break, we learned about a mother's heartbreaking decision to risk her own life and ultimately lose it in return for having a child. Now, many people who own pets often find themselves making decisions that can be just as difficult.
So meet Sadie Mae. Sadie Mae here is a 4-year-old boxer who's in the fight of her life. Sadie is fighting lymphoma. Now, her family is exploring every option possible to find Sadie Mae a bone marrow donor.
Here it is. A Facebook plea from Sadie Mae, a beautiful 4-year-old boxer battling T-cell lymphoma.
She is as lively as it gets. She will lick your face to death.
Sadie's owner, Ashley Hurlburt, would do anything to save Sadie Mae, even if the cost is high.
And I understand how there are probably a lot of people who wouldn't get what we're willing to do. But yeah, she's our family, so.
So Ashley's turning to social media, Facebook, in an effort to find a donor to help with a bone marrow transplant for Sadie, what the boxer will need in order to survive.
I really thought it was a super long shot when trying to do this, but I figured why not?
Ashley turned to family for help, not her family, but Sadie's family, her mother and father, and the litter of puppies. Kami Johnson was more than willing to help out Ashley. Kami's 2 boxers are the mom and dad of Sadie. While they are not matches, it appears one of the other puppies from the same litter Sadie came from is a match. The lab is running a test.
Hi. Yes. She's my baby girl. And if she was Sadie, it would break my heart.
Each litter mate has a 25% chance of being a match for Sadie.
Facebook response has been overwhelming.
Less than 24 hours, they had 2,000 and some shares. And
Sadie Mae will finish chemo shortly. Then it's on to a bone marrow transplant. The Hurlburts will pay for any dog to make the trip for the procedure. After all, the Hurlburts will do anything for family. 4 legs or 2.
And we are happy to share with you this afternoon that Sadie Mae is officially in remission. Sadie's Human posted this picture of their girl on Facebook as they shared the great news. Now they say they will continue chemo. It'll be every other week until finally they have a match. Now, hopefully, the lymphoma will stay in remission until that point. So, in the meantime, just to let you know, they were just leaving for ice cream to celebrate.
What a great story. But you know, Sadie Mae isn't the only boxer that's melting hearts. There's Duncan Luhu, too. Duncan has gained millions of fans after a recent trip to the beach. That's because despite his deformity, Duncan's not letting anything slow him down.
Can he get any cuter?
This is Duncan. Last fall, vets had to amputate Duncan's deformed back legs that were dragging him down.
So we decided to give him a chance, and I think we made the right decision.
5 months later, the only thing flying by faster than Duncan's 2 legs seemed to be his YouTube views. More than 3 million since his owners posted this a week ago.
This video has gone crazy viral.
It's Duncan's first trip to the beach.
And he loved it. If we wouldn't have carried him half the time, he'd have ran the entire time. Come on, Duncan.
Back in October, when Duncan was just hours out of his double amputation surgery, Amanda Geisey adopted Duncan for her family. She thought he would eventually use a doggy wheelchair. As you can see, Duncan ditched it. As healthy and happy as he looks, Duncan's owners know it might not always be that way. So Duncan's family sees his life like Duncan is probably living it, in the magical moment. What a great story. Well, now apparently many people were upset with Amanda after she decided to have Duncan go through with the surgery to amputate his back legs. To that, Amanda says, for those who said I was an animal abuser for removing his severely deformed legs to give him a chance, for those who sent me hate mail and doubted this boy, suggesting we should euthanize him, you are wrong. And I would say Amanda is absolutely right.
Amanda was right.
Well, sometimes I feel like Duncan running on the beach, especially after a cup or 2 of coffee. Ever feel like nothing can slow you down after drinking some caffeine? But do you know what it's actually doing to your body? We'll learn a few surprising caffeine facts.
And a little bit later on, we're wrapping with Wolfgang Puck. He dishes on working with Hollywood, the star's favorite foods, and how you can cut the fat from your favorite meals.